Shalom, following Yahshua. Welcome again to the Rock. If you were part of the live stream yesterday, I said I was going to do a lot more preparedness themed videos. So here is one. Here is an outdoor cooking station that I built. Well, not I, but the family built for the sisters to do outdoor cooking. And the reason why this is important, you know, some people have rocket stoves. We built those before, but we wanted something a little bit more firm that they were able to cook multiple dishes on outside and not use, you know, we inside the house we have propane, but not have to use our propane because this stove runs off of this. This is what we use to do our cooking. Just sticks you find around the property. This stove cost about 25 to 30 bucks. And as you can see, this burner right here actually holds like 4 Dutch ovens. They can usually get 5 to 6 of the cast iron pots or whatever it is on it. And then this one is just a single burner if we want to just do single, you know, cooking one thing on it. And it's been used heavily. To show how we made it, down here on this burner, the large one, we use cinder blocks, and they're all the way around. Let me see if you can get underneath it. All the way around. It's cinder block. There's not very many. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 cinder block on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the top. Yeah, 4 on the top. It's 2 cinder block high. And then here we just pack some rocks and clay. Each cell is packed with clay. The clay we find on our property, I'm digging a pond, and about 3 inches under this soil is clay. And we came over here, we mixed it. Here's some of the leftover clay we have here. We mixed it with water and packed the cells. So each cell on this side is packed with clay. All the way around. It's packed with clay. These are our ash cans from in the house. And if you know, if you've been on our channel a amount of time, we know we do with our ash. We use it for our gardens, and we use it for our chickens. Now this burner right here was made just simply from rocks. Oh, and sorry, and the clay also we use as the mortar in between the blocks. You can see how in between each block it's the clay, and this stuff is rock hard. Yeah, it's rock hard. And the thing about the clay that we like is if it ever starts falling apart, all we have to do is go find some more clay, which is in the hole that I'm digging, water it down, and just slap it in here. So this one right here, we use the rocks on our property. As you can see, just rock. Stacked it, mortared it, and I want you to see, this clay is rock hard. So it'll set rock hard. After I did all the clay work and mortared it, we did a burn in here, and then they've been cooking on it since. For the grills, these you can use grills you get from barbecue grills. If you ever see a barbecue grill sitting around, it's a good idea or to go pick it up and grab the metal grill out of it. I have several of these laying around, but these I bought from one of those those country stores. They had a ton of them, and they're selling them for like $2 a piece. So I bought several of these things, not knowing when I was going to use them. So that's for the top grill. Here, I just use rebar. So a piece of rebar that goes underneath and in the clay rock up there, and then it sits on top of these 2 blocks right here, and I mortared it down, and it holds the grate. For this one, I actually use 3 grates. There's one here, there's one here, and then there's one here. This one is actually 2 pieces. I have to weld, I'm gonna tack weld this down. It's actually 2 pieces. I just cut out, let me see this metal bar right here, you see going across? I cut it out with my metal cutting angle grinder. Move, Sniffy. Move, move. I'm doing a video. And put half of it here and the other half here. Again, I use rebar going into the clay. I let the clay set, and then I just drilled. I took my drilled a hole in there, stuck the rebar in, stuck it in on that side, Stuck it on this side, stuck it on that side. Again, I'm just going to tack weld this. And these rebars are to hold the weight of whatever you're using, your pots, your pans, the food inside. So those are there specifically to hold the weight of whatever you're using. As you see there, this is a pot that's full of water. We did some chicken processing. And as you see, no problem holding it whatsoever. So after we did all that, I did the brickwork. Now right here, I actually have some more cinder block, and I have some more cinder block right there. It's not enough, but I'm making an oven here. So I'm going to make an outdoor, this is going to be the cooking station, and I'm going to make an oven the same way I'm making this one, except that it's going to be a metal plate that goes across, and then I'm going to build the oven enclosure right in the front. So I'm just going to do more of these bricks around, go up a couple, another brick or two high, and then have the enclosure with the door so that they could bake. And that's going to go right here, right in this spot right here. And the reason why this is important is because if you can cook using what you have out here, as you can see, you're never going to run out of fuel. You'll never run out of fuel. So if your propane runs out, this is always an option. Some people use rocket stoves. I like rocket stoves too, but the sisters wanted something that they can do massive amount of cooking for the size of our family. So this is an option. And then we just got a couple of these cinder block blocks. Now I spray painted it just for fun. It's gonna wear off, and then the natural look will come back. But I put these on top as like a countertop, so while they're cooking, that can go on top. And on here on the outside, you can see how it looks. How we used the clay mortar, the clay as mortar, and we packed each cell with it. And then on the end piece, we just used some rocks and packed it in with clay. And they've used this thing probably already 10 to 15 times. They use it, I would say daily right now. They use it all the time. And they really enjoy it. They like it. It's very easy to use. It's a large cooking surface. Large cooking surface. Again, they'll get a pot here, a pot here, a pot here, a pot there, a pot there, and a pot there. So, and of course we use the cast iron. And once I get the oven done, I will shoot a video with the oven portion attached to it, so y'all can see. But these are the things that we have to, Yah has given us our minds, and it's a shame that a lot of us don't use them. We have got to start using our minds and making a better life for ourselves. With the times that we have coming, you're going to want to have alternative ways to cook. Rocket stoves are a great way. These are a great way. You can dig a hole in the ground and put a grate over it. Again, if you are driving around and you see an old washer or an old dryer, not washer and dryer, an old grill, like people use the barbecue. See if the grate inside is still there. If so, grab it. I bought these grates over a year ago and made this probably in the last 2 weeks. So you never know when you're going to need the supplies that you have. So make sure you grab them. All right. Hopefully this gives you all an idea. This took us, we did it as a family project. It took us about 2.5 hours to make this. 2.5 hours. And we were carrying the clay in buckets about 150 yards full of clay. And it took us only about 2.5 hours. So go ahead and get it done. Bless y'all. Shalom.